It is something you find yourself yearning for every now and then, to feel the grass under your feet and see the sun filter through a canopy of leaves, more so if you live in a city like Portland. Well, soon the man responsible for that city's trees will be making like one and leaving, but not before speaking to News Center Maine's David Guilford.
Jeff Tarling has walked these woods 1,000 times. Take a walk with him, and you'll fall in love with nature as he has.
My thought was, if we can keep the forest healthy, it'll be around for another generation.
People came out every night.
Tarling has been Portland's city arborist since 1989.
Something like 50 or 60 trees. In the next few years, it would probably have to come down.
Come February, he's hanging up his hard hat.
In your mind, you could just keep going forever, but that's not always the case.
He's certainly left his mark.
Evergreen Woods is a really good example of the active habitat management and forest management that Jeff Tarling has been leading for decades here at the city.
Eric Topper from Maine Audubon brought us to Evergreen Woods.
Behind it, all of this.
In 2015, Tarling convinced uneasy tree lovers the best thing for this 100-acre forest was to bring in machinery to remove some invasive plant life to let the native life thrive.
It was a risk. The easy thing sometimes is to do nothing.
This is more than just a job to him. I think he sees it as his calling.
Parks Director Ethan Hipple thinks Tarling's helped plant nearly 6,000 trees across Portland. He's preserved precious green spaces among the city's concrete, erected 34 city Christmas trees, and created where others only saw a hill.
That was Jeff's idea. One of only 3 in the country, an urban terrain park.
Portland has long been called the Forest City. Jeff Tarling dedicated his life to live up to the name. Now it's someone else's turn.
One of the first calls I ever had in Portland, they heard I was hired and said, "Are you going to save the Forest City?" And I said, I sure hope so. And passing this on to the next generation is basically what I've done. And, I think I've left it in pretty good hands.
So he'll keep walking in the woods, ready to introduce others to nature.
There's a real connection, real human connection between trees and forest and people.
In Portland, David Guilford, News Center, Maine.
We asked Tarling what his retirement plans are. He's planning a trip to Quebec, a little downtime as well, but he said he is eager to do some consulting on trees and green spaces sometime down the road. He just cannot quit, and we are thankful for it.